Hello to my soul fam out there. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. So I'm going to continue doing these zodiac reads. We are on Leo today, or for those that are just resonating in this energy, perhaps today. We're on Leo today, or for those that are just resonating in this energy, perhaps today. That can also be the case, so just take what resonates here and don't overthink it. Leave the rest. If it resonates, right? Okay. Also, energy can sometimes be interchangeable. So, with that being said, perhaps this resonates because the person you're connected to has Leo in their chart. All right. I apologize for the wrinkles. On this tablecloth here. When it was wet, I guess it kind of got all scrunched up. Anyways, let's get into this reading. I am going to pull a sacred geometry. Oh my gosh. A sacred geometry card to start to see what the overall energy is for those resonating in this Leo energy today. Overall energy, and this is a love and career reading, by the way. All right, overall energy. Overall energy. Overall energy. Okay. We have Gaia, number 28. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. So, I really feel as if you're learning more and more about your soul family, or you just really feel connected to a particular group of people. I feel like perhaps you may not be blood related to these people. Perhaps they could be a group of coworkers or a group of friends. If this is workers or a group of friends, if this is a small group of coworkers, perhaps you feel like it seems seamless, like you get along with all of them pretty great, and maybe it's even to the point where you kind of look forward to going to work, which is very rare for, I would say, most people. If this is amongst your group of friends, then this group of friends really feels like a tight-knit circle for you, and you feel very connected to them. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to go into the love portion of this reading. So let's get into love and romance. I'm going to go into singles and then into those in connection, whatever that means to you. Okay. Overall energy for love. Let's start there. Overall energy for love and romance. Love and romance. Overall. Okay, I'm going to take the card that actually fell out here. Overall. Okay, I'm going to take the card that actually fell out here, and it says adapt to a new situation. Okay. Perhaps you are a single mom or a single parent, single father. That's acceptable as well. But what I feel here is that you are kind of on your own. Maybe you had to leave a situation, or maybe you are thinking about leaving a situation behind you. Maybe you're prioritizing your family needs at this time. And you're like, you know what? We need to kind of close this curtain behind you. So again, I just feel like you're leaving a situation behind. You do feel strong here, so situation behind. You do feel strong here, so you are really sure about it. Maybe a lot of thought went into this, a lot of planning went into this. Okay. But yeah. Definitely this fearless type of energy. Alright. You don't... also, for those that are like, okay, that resonates for me, but I'm not a single parent. Take what resonates again, guys. And leave the rest. Perhaps it's just because maybe your priority is your kid or your kids, you know. Perhaps it's just because maybe your priority is your kid or your kids, you know. Maybe. Okay, let's see what's going on for my singles. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, yeah. So for my singles, again, I really feel like you've left either... So for my singles, again, I really feel like you've left either you've separated from your person, or you're leaving a community behind you. For some of you, maybe you're deciding to transfer, or you're deciding to get a new job or move to a transfer, or you're deciding to get a new job or move to a new state, you know. Let's see what else we have here for my singles. For those that are walking away or did walk away from a lover here, it was singles. For those that are walking away or did walk away from a lover here, it was really painful. You know, it definitely felt like a death. You know, you are not one to get divorced. You are loyal, right? Even if you're like, well, the person I'm dealing with is kind of a player, you just don't like change, you know? And maybe family just means a lot to you as well. One more card for my singles, if they're just means a lot to you as well. One more card for my singles, if there needs just means a lot to you as well. One more card for my singles, if there needs. Okay, I'm going to take the top card of balls and look at this. A loss of possibly a person, a community, someone's part of the family, you know. It's moving on from those things. All right, let's go into those in connection now. Those that are in connection with someone. For my Leos, or those just resonating in this energy, those in connection. This could mean you're physically with that person, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, or perhaps the situation's a bit more complicated, right? But you still feel connection with this person. Let's pull one more card here. Those that are in connection, for one, you guys are really focused on your finances and your stability. That's definitely true. Maybe you felt like there's been a lack of stability for a while. But the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like you feel like you're not getting enough, or you're not getting what you feel like you deserve out of this situation. Those in connection. Yeah. Eight of Swords. You feel stuck. You feel stuck. You're like, I don't really know where this path is leading me. You know, I just know that every time I put in effort, it's like it's never enough. It never balances out. I'm not getting an equal return on my investment, is what you feel. And so you feel like you're kind of going in circles here. You know, you're constantly filling maybe somebody's empty cup, or because of this is a pentacle energy, well, the pentacles are strong here. So perhaps you're constantly having to support your person or spend money on your person. Perhaps they keep spending, you know, and you're like, well, you know, it seems like I barely make enough, you know. So yeah, that's what I feel here. So very just maybe challenging love situations here this month and into February, at least the beginning of February. All right. I do feel like a big reason is stability or finances. All right, let's get into career and job here. If you guys want a personal reading, I can answer your question at the end of this zodiac read. However, I am prioritizing paid readings, so if you could check the link in my bio for prices, and you fully pay for a reading, I can definitely answer your question after this read. For career and job. Career and job for my Leos, or those just in this energy today. What's going on for my Leos, or those just in this energy today? What's going on to the beginning of February here? We have Vampire in the reverse. When it's in the reverse, I just read the shadow aspect. So, and then I channel the rest. But this says depleting. When it's in the reverse, I just read the shadow aspect. So, and then I channel the rest. But this says depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. You just feel like, you know, complaining and codependency. You just feel like, you know, people are kind of very similar. There's some overlap here with the love reading, right? When it comes to not really getting what you're giving. Or every time you give, it just seems like it's not enough, and people are always asking you for something. Somebody always wants you to do something for them, and it's just like you maybe feel like you want to pull away because you just don't want to be in this situation anymore. It's really sucking all of the energy out of you, or draining all of the energy that you have left. All right. Let's dive more into the situation and see. Sorry, that was long. Let's dive more into the situation and see Sorry, that was loud. That was for job and career. That was for job and career. The Justice card. Yeah. You're like, where is my justice? You're putting up a boundary, or you want to put up a boundary. And you're saying enough is enough. You're like, I can't do this anymore. I can't take this anymore. You're like, ask somebody else. You know, it's like my river has run dry here. I have nothing left to give. Also, maybe somebody here could work in the government, or does government work somehow, or you're involved in legalities. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Or perhaps you are in a position of authority. Like a manager. Let's see. Doesn't have to be though. Alright. One more card for job and career. Alright. We have the World card here. On the deck we have the Devil. So something else is tempting you. Also perhaps... So something else is tempting you. Also perhaps a new relationship also. Maybe you found... Also perhaps a new relationship also. Maybe you found somebody here at work. Or maybe you're partnering with somebody. Okay. But I definitely feel like there is a new opportunity for you. So I do think you're looking more and more and more in that direction, and you're ready to just walk away from whatever this crap is that you're like, this is enough. I feel like I'm a servant here. You know, we have this maid in this picture, so it's just like you're like, dang, I'm like constantly having to, you know, bend over backwards for other people. And, you know, maybe the money is just not enough. Or perhaps some of you are like, no amount of money could be enough for me to like this job, for you to stay here, you know. All right. Now let's move into finances. Kind of branching off of that reading, let's see what's going on with your finances here. Although I feel like we've already kind of discussed what's going on, but let's pull some cards anyway. Finances. Okay, altar. There's a card under that, but I'm just going to take the top card. It says gratitude, releasing burdens. Really, it does say that. Releasing burdens. So maybe you're trying to set things in motion. Perhaps you are saving what you do have. Perhaps you are saving what you do have. Perhaps you are saving what you do have, just in case, like this is for a rainy day. But I really feel as if you're trying to manifest something new. It's like with this altar here, you may be you know, perhaps you are putting new things on your altar, or you're trying to manifest things utilizing your altar. you know, trying to call in something new. Perhaps also this is about getting readings about the projection of your finances. Okay, where are you headed? Are you going to be successful in something here? I just feel like you don't want to deal with, well, I just feel like you really just don't want to deal with it. You don't really want to go to work. Maybe your job is just a burden. You would rather work at home, or you would rather just focus on something you really like to do, which maybe for a lot of you is work from home in some capacity. For some of you here, it's like maybe you're thinking, how much do you really value money? You're like, well, let me reevaluate my lifestyle here, because although you may be getting a stable paycheck from this job, it may not be worth it. Is it possible to live with less and to be happy? You know, some of you could be asking that question as well. Maybe you're trying to simplify your life so you can actually find more time for yourself for actually living it. Let's pull a few cards here for finances. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Queen of Cups. On the deck we have, yeah, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Queen of Cups. On the deck we have the Hermit. Yeah. You could be, again, getting readings about this, or perhaps pulling your own cards, or doing your own readings, asking what you should do, what you should invest your time into. Again, I really feel like you just want to follow your heart. You actually want to do something that you enjoy. For some of you, it has to do with something creative, or something that's more tailored to you. Like perhaps this is a type of work where you have free reign and you don't have people that are micromanaging you or asking you a bajillion questions. Okay, now let's get into reading for my students. Bajillion questions. Okay, now let's get into reading for my students. Oof. For students out there. For students. Okay. We have Sad Embrace, and I am going to take this card because it is calling out to me pretty strongly here. Heal the ouch. So for my students out there, I feel like you feel a little lost. You know, it's like maybe you're really struggling with your classes. Or maybe you're just struggling with this path that you thought you really wanted. It's like, man, this is painful. This is painful to get through. Maybe you're not getting the grades that you hoped you would, you know, and it's just like, man, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I don't know if I can continue to walk down this path. And maybe you're also worried about your debt. I'm going to be able to make it. I don't know if I can continue to walk down this path. Then maybe you're also worried about your debt. You know, you're worried about your parents, you know, your family, what they're going to think. You just feel like you're a little tied to this situation here and that you don't really have an out. So what are you going to do? You know, I'll pull one tarot card here for my students. Also, somebody here could be Jewish, doesn't necessarily have to be, but we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you may be getting help. Maybe this is help from a friend, or maybe it's, you know, help when it comes to your finances. Maybe it's an opportunity that's given to you here. But I do feel like help is going to reach you in January or February. Okay, I'm also hearing March as well. You could also be meeting somebody new that kind of gives you some guidance, gives you, you know, some kind of idea to go after. But yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's also, you know, slow and steady wins the race. So this is kind of taking forever, you know, but you're still going to push forward and hope for the best here. All right, now let's look into those that are retired. The situation for those that are retired. I feel like using this deck. We have uninterested. We have uninterested. Okay. A few tarot cards here. Let's see more about what this is about. You could have broad shoulders, something I'm getting here. Wow, we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. And we have the King of Cups. Interesting. I know Ten of Cups. I know Ten of Cups. However, why do I feel like you're not that positive about this situation? Maybe, you know, there's someone that you are yearning for, that you want to offer your cup to. Maybe you're hoping that this person comes back. Something that I'm hearing as well. Hoping that this person comes back. Something that I'm hearing as well. But I almost feel like, you know, this person has walked away. Maybe you guys once shared a past together with this Ten of Cups here. Walked away. Maybe you guys once shared a past together with this Ten of Cups here. And typically this is a past position. So maybe in the past you guys have shared, you know, something beautiful together in the past. Or this was a wish you had in the past. Something that you feel would have been emotionally fulfilling. But again, I just feel like there is this loss. I feel like I want to pull more cards for you here. Let's see. Perhaps this ended in like a divorce. Or perhaps somebody here had passed away. for those that are retired. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card in the reverse. Yeah.